shame. There's no shame anymore. Hold on a minute. Hold on. I gotta get to the... Oh, here it is. $99.99. This is $100. AEW Games is putting out a Ultimate Edition for AEW Fight Forever, which includes, the first 4 seasons of the DLC, 10 different match types, 65 plus wrestlers, and 15 DLC packs, all for $99.99. I mean, at that price, that is a steal. You gotta admit, that's a steal. I mean, why pay like $40 to get WWE 2K24 on sale, which has unlimited customization options? So really, instead of 65 plus wrestlers, it's more like a billion. I don't understand the nerve. How do you charge $100 for this? I don't... Like, when the game came out, what was it, like $60? Actually, because I live in Canada, so I guess, okay, so in the States, it was probably like around $50. And then they had like the Deluxe edition or whatever, and I think that was like $70 US. So for me, it ended up being like $79.99. I don't... $99.99. And that's US dollars. That is US price. Us Canadians, we're giving up our houses to play this game. That's like a full day of pay going towards Fight Forever, which is a game that most people already have and stopped playing. So I don't know who this is going to appeal to. It's not like people who haven't bought the game in a year have now saw, they see this and they go, oh, well, now I have to get the game. I was hesitant at first, but now for $99.99, I can get the game. That is still feels incomplete. I mean, besides the Stadium Stampede, have they added actually anything into the game? I don't know. I don't think so. They've added some wrestlers. A lot of the wrestlers should have just been in the base game, like, Samoa Joe, how was he not in the base game? And they keep adding these weird stages, like there's like a Asian stage. Why can't we have the all-in stage? Where's the all-in stage? Where's the Forbidden Door stage? I don't understand. Whoever is in charge of this game needs to be fired, and everyone in that circle needs to be fired. $100. People in the comments are calling this psychotic. This is one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time. I can't believe this. This is shocking. This is shocking. Like, that this is real. Like, a game that is 1 year old, that has terrible reviews, that nobody plays anymore, and just because you added a couple of wrestlers and a couple of stages, and I guess some customization options, I don't even know. Now you're going to charge $100 for it? Even with the DLCs, this game isn't worth $30. I mean, really, they should have just gone with the model that WWE's been using forever, which is, they should have just put this game out, maybe put a couple of DLC out, and then waited and released a brand new game, Fight Forever 2, or Fight Forever, 24 or whatever, this year. They should have just done that, and they should have included all these wrestlers, and more stages, and they should have promised something bigger and something better. But I don't know when the next Fight Forever is coming out. Like, what, Fight Forever 2? When is that coming out? Years? And is that going to be an incomplete game just like this one? I hope not. What I really hope, though, above all else, is that they've learned their lesson. Because, don't get me wrong, this game was fun at first. The gameplay was good. It was alright, but it got old fast. We realized that there's actually nothing here. There's no content here. So everyone after like the first week was pretty much done playing it. I just can't believe they had this whole paid DLC thing with the seasons and the season passes. What is this, Fortnite? Is this Rocket League, or is that what's happening here? Has any wrestling game ever had this idea of a season pass? Like, I get it, games like that today have that. That's one of the worst part about video games. Oh my goodness, I made, on the gaming channel, I made so many videos about that. And just how video games these days suck. It's just a horrible system, which is pretty much and they're just hopping on that trend, and that's not what anybody wanted. I mean, sure, if Fight Forever was like this competitive online thing with tournaments going on like for money and stuff, then I get it. If it's like a super competitive game, you want to keep the game alive, have seasons and stuff, of course. But that system, that's not going to work for a wrestling game. That's not going to work for this audience, because this game isn't competitive online. There's no one online playing it. You try to play Stadium Stampede, and with 30 people, 27 of them are bots. And that was my experience when I played months ago. I can only imagine it's probably all bots now. It's crazy, because when this was in development, me and everybody else, you know, I was hyped for this game. This was like on the list of the games that I want to play, you know, in 2023. It was like my most hyped game. I was like, oh man, when Fight Forever comes out, I'm not going to stop playing it. I'm going to play that every single day. And now, not so much. I mean, there was just so much missing on launch that I think that really just took people out of it. Look, I already made a video about Fight Forever. I mean, this video is just, it's like $99.99. That is an insane price. Like, okay, so if this were up to me, base game, and this is a year later, right? So base game right now, you know, 15 US, you know, maybe 20 Canadian, right? Let's say that. Then you want the Ultimate Edition, $30, $35, you know, you know, 30 US, 35 Canadian, whatever. That's how I would market this. And I think that's actually probably the better way to do it, because even if there is someone out there who decided, you know, I'm going to wait until Fight Forever is a reasonable price. The Ultimate Edition is out, so it's got the wrestlers, it's got the stages. You know, a lower price of like $30-$35 is probably going to appeal way more to that person. Problem is they can't do it because their season passes themselves are like $13. It's honestly insane, like just the lack of self-awareness from AEW Games. In the comments of the AEW Games Twitter, I haven't seen a positive comment in months on their Twitter. It is all negative because people really don't like the decisions that they're making. And I didn't like it either. You know, I was like, oh, this is bad. You know, like they keep releasing stuff in these season passes and it's these characters that are, you know, outdated, or they won't give fans anything that they want. It's just like, it feels completely random. I kind of just pushed it past me. I was like, well, you know, I'm not going to get it, but maybe it'll make somebody else happy. But then they announced $100 for the Ultimate Edition, and I had to make a video about it because I was just done. I was like, you know, I had low expectations, but I did not expect this. This is crazy. All we can do now is hope and pray that this is not what happens to Fight Forever 2, and that Fight Forever 2 is a simulation game with actual character customization where you can like customize the features instead of just picking from 1 out of 6 of the already made faces. That's it for me. You let me know what you think about this Ultimate Edition, $100 Ultimate Edition in the comments. Good night.